read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Wilks.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Heaven Brown claims she splurged so she could look good for a promised VIP club experience, but her friend left her outside the velvet ropes. London Wilks says she went back for Miss Brown, but she had already left.
Ladies, I see I've got Heaven Brown here as my plaintiff and London Wilks as my defendant. Ms. Brown, I see you are suing the defendant for $500. Tell me what brings you to court today.
Hi, my name is Heaven Brown. I'm here suing the defendant and now ex-best friend for failing to deliver VIP services.
VIP services. And what were these services to, ma'am?
For an R&B club.
For an R&B club. Okay, so she was supposed to make sure that you were VIP for this experience?
Correct.
Okay, and you're saying she failed to do so, hence $500
Correct.
that you want to claim today?
Yes.
Okay, why would she say such a thing, Ms. Wilks?
I'm not sure. That's not entirely true. I never made any promises. I never told her it was guaranteed. I said that I would do this because I do it all the time. I invite my friends to come out with me VIP all the time. Now,
All right, let's back up here. How long have you known the plaintiff?
roughly around 3 years.
Okay, and where did you two meet?
We work together. We're both RNs at the hospital.
Oh, okay, so you're both registered nurses. That's
Yeah.
excellent. Okay, so you are both professional women, developed a friendship, 3 years into the friendship.
I wouldn't say developed a great friendship.
Well, I didn't say great. I said
Okay.
friendship. I said it could be a mediocre friendship. I don't know. Remains to be seen, right? But you two did become friendly with each other, correct? Okay, so much so that you're saying that you do this on a regular basis. So what is your involvement? Is this a side hustle or something you do for fun? What is this VIP hostess thing you do?
Well, I have a life outside of work, you know. I like to go out with my friends, have fun. I went to high school with a lot of the people that do security for events like this, so a lot of...
So you have access?
Yes.
Okay, so you are allowed access to the premium seating and experience?
Yes.
Okay, and you invited this young lady to be part of that, is that correct?
Well, she reached out to me first.
So she invited herself?
No, I invited her after she told me it was her birthday and she wanted to hang out with me.
Okay, so let's hear a little bit about that. Ma'am, did you reach out about your birthday and wanting to celebrate that?
Under my impression, I thought we were good friends, so yes, I wanted to have her enjoy my experience, such a life experience, and she invited me to her type of experience parties because she's very familiar with going to R&B concerts.
Well, yeah, she's connected. She's got all this access. Now, what did you have in mind? I'm just curious.
Well, it was my birthday, so I thought that she was going to provide me an experience that I would never forget. And
now, let me just make sure something ain't being overlooked here. You wouldn't by chance happen to have procured this young lady because you wanted some access that you otherwise wouldn't have. Now, that's not what's going on, is it?
No, not at all. I really thought that we were friends, and I wanted to do more things outside of work with her.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that how you took it, ma'am?
No, not at all. You know, we are work friends, but I have my closer friends outside of work that I hang out with, that I talk to. This is the first...
Let me guess, a little bit more your speed?
I mean, I guess
let's just tell, we're in equal justice courtroom now, ladies. We're going to just say it plain, right? Right, audience?
Yeah, they like to go out.
Yeah, let's just get to it. Okay, so you're used to a little more hotty-tot, a little more glamour, a little more high-profile social circle. Is that correct, ma'am?
I guess you could say yes.
Okay, let's get straight to it. Okay, so that's what it is. But you do like this young lady. She said she wanted to celebrate.
Sweet.
She seems very nice, very soft-spoken. Okay, so that was going to be the birthday celebration. She reaches out, you say you can provide this. And then where does this go wrong and why is she suing you for $500?
Well, I'm not exactly sure because I didn't tell her to get her hair done and nails done and buy a new wardrobe just for one night. I thought, you know, I was very clear about VIP and what it is.
What is it? Let's tell the court. What is VIP to your standard, Ms. Wilks?
being around a bunch of celebrities, I guess you could say. Like, it's basically that. It's backstage access to whatever's going on, wherever you are.
So were these musical performers or something that you guys were going to be commingling with?
Yes, it was like a hip-hop R&B night, and there were performers there.
Okay, but let's tell the truth, Ms. Wilks. Isn't it true that if someone is going to be engaging with high-profile celebrities, they want to look their best,
Yes,
right?
of course.
Okay, so it's not crazy that this woman stepped it up a bit for this experience.
Now, if you were to ask me to go out, I probably wouldn't spend $500 on things that I don't have. I would probably already have it because it's what I do.
But that's the lifestyle you lead.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I'm a big birthday person, so I love my birthday. Okay, Ms. Wilks, I'm going to tell you already, I'm coming at you a little sideways because nobody should be made to feel bad on their birthday. Don't you agree?
Of course.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between Evan Brown and her co-worker London Wilks over a failed VIP club experience.
Let me get to this, Ms. Brown. Do you have some evidence to offer the court, ma'am, of the expenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Give that to my bailiff, ma'am.
Can we just have your folder, please?
Oh.
Yeah, the entire folder, please, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Let's see what this $500 is all about. Okay, so I see here, first of all, that did you buy these tickets? Is that the first piece of evidence? Okay, so each ticket was $100, so you bought yourself a $100 ticket?
Correct.
Okay, for this R&B festival. Then I see you went and got your hair done, a full blowout, and you got a full set of acrylic nails. So you spent $200 on hair and nails?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and then it looks like you spent another $200 on the outfit. Got to have the drip right. Okay, so you got a nice little mini dress and some knee boots, and you spent $200. So that is the $500 you're asking the court for today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, ma'am, she says that this is all your fault. What we haven't discussed is this all sounds like a lovely birthday celebration. Why was she not, I'm assuming that you didn't get this VIP experience?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, upon arriving to the VIP line, we both stood there. She was accepted in, and I was denied.
Yeah, were y'all together?
Yes, we came in together, and they said that she's able to be permitted, but not me.
Why did they say that's the case?
I'm unsure.
So
But
to this day, you don't know why?
To this day, I don't know why. And I said,
I can add.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am, and then I'll get to you. Go ahead.
I stood out by myself. I thought this was going to be an enjoyable experience with both of us. This is my birthday, and I was stood there in total embarrassment. And
Did you at least get to go into the show?
I went into the show
you were general
nosebleed
admission?
seats, with the nosebleed seats, and it was a terrible experience. I'm sitting there alone, and I'm very emotional. I'm trying to hold back tears right now, Your Honor. If you forgive me, I'm very nervous because this shouldn't have come to this.
No, this sounds like a horrible way. And this was your actual birthday?
My actual birthday, and it seems like she had more fun than I.
Well, she looked like she had more fun. I mean, that's just what it is. Okay, this is sad. I'm a big birthday person, so I love my birthday. Okay, Ms. Wilks, so I'm going to tell you already, I'm coming at you a little sideways because nobody should be made to feel bad on their birthday. Don't you agree?
Of course.
Okay, so why were you permitted past the velvet rope and this young lady who was your guest, and it was her birthday, why was she standing outside the rope, ma'am?
This particular night was one of the most insane nights this place ever had. It was very packed. If you saw the lines outside, I was lucky to even have squeezed in myself if I wasn't personal friends with security.
Okay, but isn't that the whole point of how you set up this evening, ma'am?
Yes.
Because you were personal friends. Because you were personal friends with security, you were supposed to leverage your privilege. Okay, so we're talking about privilege. Let's just name some things we're talking about, okay?
Yes.
We're talking about privilege. Privilege around appearance and privilege around relationships. Your relationships with, you said, gentlemen you went to high school with that now do security for these high-profile celebrities. So you offered.
Yes.
I don't believe did you ask her to give you a VIP experience?
Not at all. She's very popular with the outings, and I
understand. So you offered to grant access with her being proximate to your existing privilege as being, let's just say it, being one of the it girls, okay? You know, I might know something about it, okay? You were one of the it girls, and so therefore you're always going to be invited into these spaces, permitted into these spaces. And do you know why that's the case?
I mean, I try my best to
No, ma'am. Let's stop it. Let's stop the BS. Do you know why you are the chosen one?
I could say yes.
So then tell us.
I may have the advantage of my looks.
You might.
I may also have the advantage of knowing the right people.
You might. And do you know what that leads to? Because this is important that we start airing this part of the social contract out, right? The fact is when you are in a space, ma'am, it's not just because they like you so much on a personal level. You do know that. It is because of what you attract. It is because then you have elevated the valuation, ma'am, of the VIP space itself. Now, the men who are primarily the ones buying bottles, buying table service, look at Elijah 9, because he done bought some tables in his day, okay? You know, they're now willing to pay more money, okay, to be in that space to get next to women that look like you. You're clear on that, right? You're a registered nurse, for God's sake. You're smart. You know how social currency works. And you sound like you were being generous and in good faith offered to leverage that privilege for the benefit of this young lady, your colleague, to enjoy that same privilege. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that how you understood it, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now,
what happened?
I did not leave her empty-handed.
What did you give her, a parting gift?
No. I told her, you know, they told me it's packed right now. If I wait 20 minutes, there will probably be more room for her.
And did that happen?
I went out. I'm not sure exactly if it was 20 minutes, could have been 25, I'm not sure, but roughly around that time I came out, tried to call her, she's not there, went straight to voicemail.
So when you say tried to call her, she's not there, you went back to where you left her?
Yes.
Which was
to come
outside
get
of
her.
the Velvet Rope?
Yes, when there was room available, I came back for her.
Okay, so you were
I told her
that you could go get your friend?
Yes.
Okay, what about that, ma'am? Were you not able to be reached? Why didn't you get to leverage the access, although after the fact, it does sound like you were going to be able to get into the VIP?
Yes, but my understanding, I was waiting for more than like an hour and a half. So that's false for her to say 20 minutes because I would have still been around.
Okay, so you don't believe, I just want clarity and I'll decide. You, ma'am, don't believe that there was any scenario in which you would have been in the VIP regardless of if you waited 20 minutes or an hour and a half?
Yeah, I don't believe so. And I didn't even get a birthday present.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Now all of a sudden we best friends.
I
Come on
befriended
now,
her
Miss
more.
Brown.
I befriended her more.
Okay.
And now
Had
that I'm
y'all
seeing,
ever gone to dinner, just the two of you, before that?
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between Evan Brown and her co-worker London Wilks over a failed VIP club experience.
It sounds like this was the gift, right? Because y'all are not best friends.
Yeah, well, it may have been the gift, but it wasn't delivered. So, and even after that, I still didn't even get a gift, even to this day.
Did you get
She
an
didn't.
apology?
Not even that.
gift?
She asks as if I don't even exist anymore.
We have never hung out outside
I understand
of work.
that, ma'am. I'm not holding you accountable for a physical presence.
And if she says that we never hung out, why would she want to spend such an important day with me? If I would never hang out with someone that's
But
not
then
my
I
friend.
could also ask you the same thing, ma'am. Why would you solicit
'Cause
somebody
I-
to host you? I'm speaking.
Okay,
Why
sorry.
would you solicit someone that you are not that close to be the caveat for your birthday experience?
Your Honor-
Because it does sound like
Yes.
you might have been trying to take advantage of the fact, and not necessarily negative,
Okay.
but you might have been trying to get access to a social space that you know you otherwise do not get access to.
No, Your Honor, that's false. Because I could have went to a dinner and been just as happy. I figured that she was a friend to me. I don't normally, befriend people because I'm not as social. So when she accepted, with her kindness gestures and all that, I thought I seen her more of a friend than she's seen me as a friend. I'm just now aware of that right now.
Okay, so this was your friend.
Yes.
And now
my
you
best
two are not friends. Well, now you're saying best friend, man.
Well, she
Now,
was
you've
my
been here
be-
for 20
I wanted
minutes,
to befriend
and now
her.
all of a sudden we best friends.
I
Come on
befriended
now,
her
Miss
more.
Brown.
I befriended her more.
Okay.
And now
Had
that I'm
y'all
seeing.
ever gone to dinner, just the two of you, before
No.
this?
No, just
Okay,
lunch.
so
lunch, excuse me.
no,
Lunch.
Miss Brown. Now I'm going to give you lots of leeway because I'm empathizing with it
Okay,
being your
thank
birthday.
you.
But we cannot start making up facts as we go along in this courtroom, young lady. We cannot say that we were casual work colleagues, but now we were best friends because it suits your argument.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
In my car, very
No, this is
emotional.
yes or no, Miss
I
Brown.
left the event
Miss
early.
Brown, don't
Yes.
overtalk me. Yes
Your
or no?
Honor.
Did you leave the event early?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between Evan Brown and her co-worker London Wilks over a failed VIP club experience.
Let me ask one more question, and then I'll be ready to rule on this case. Okay, so she's giving me $500 worth of evidence, ma'am, that says that this was all for naught. This was money wasted because you didn't deliver on your promise to give her this VIP experience. Why should the court not find you accountable?
Because why am I liable for something I never asked her to do? I didn't ask her to spend that much money. Now, she wanted to, which I told her I would try to get her into VIP.
Now, did you say try? Because this is very important. Ma'am, did you say I'm going to try to get you into VIP, or did you say, trust me, sis, I got this, this is how I roll all the time, you're good? Which one was it?
Verbatim, I said, I do this all the time. I'm sure it'll be no problem. I did not guarantee her that this is a for sure bet.
Now repeat it back to me, the part where you said, I'm sure it will be no problem.
I do this all the time. I'm sure it'll be no problem.
Okay.
But I'd like to let the record show that I also did come looking for her. I left the venue, went to the car, and realized she wasn't even there anymore. She left.
She had left. So, ma'am, did you leave the event early?
She left me without a ride.
Hold on, ma'am. Did you leave early?
Like I said, I was in my car very emotional.
This is yes or no, Miss Brown.
I left the event
Miss
early.
Brown, don't
Yes.
overtalk me. Yes
Your
or no,
Honor.
did you leave the event early?
Yes, Your Honor, due to embarrassment.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Without any further arguments from you two ladies, because I assume this is no longer your friend?
No.
Y'all don't even speak at the hospital no more?
No.
Well, ain't that a
Her
tragedy?
choice, not mine.
Okay, so this is
She
still something
sued
you're
me.
open to?
How can we be
I just
friends
wanted my
after
money
this?
back
This is
or
crazy.
something
Okay,
to
so
understand.
wait, did you want your money back or your friend back? See how you do, Miss Brown? You real funny style.
Judge Ebony's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
I find that the court recognizes something, and this is a version of a contract, okay? That's the legal underpinning here, where there was an offer of sorts made, you accepted the offer, and then you had an expectation of those terms coming to fruition, and for whatever reason, they did not. Okay, so you're really suing this woman for a breach of contract because specifically, ma'am, you did say it won't be a problem. I do this all the time.
And I can't.
And I'm ruling now. It's not the time to speak, young lady. Things that are offered to you are sometimes limited to you, and be very careful with promises made to other people assessing those things, okay, and accessing them. Now, you have some responsibility here too, young lady, because you cannot presume that that is going to necessarily compute to you just because they give you their word. So I'm going to decide that both of you are jointly responsible for the $500 incurred here. You overpromised, and you kind of were a little bit naive. So I'm going to split the total. I'm going to award in favor of the plaintiff, but only for $250. You eat some, you eat some. Better luck next time to both of you. That is my ruling. For the plaintiff, $250.
All rise.
Judge Ebony has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $250.
Any final thoughts for each other?
I feel I should have been rewarded the full amount.
This is ridiculous. We shouldn't even be here.
Okay, judge has made a ruling. Please grab your belongings and follow me.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.